The whistle. So Wings getting a break there.
Yzerman with a goal at 5:28 of the first. Bridgman a minute later shorthanded, and Bridgman again in the last minute of the first period. Savard in the second period. Kurt Frazier here in the third. And the Wings lead it 3-2. 34 seconds remaining in the penalty to Darren Veach. And the faceoff to the left of Hanlon. Some anxious Chicago fans. John Burr and Troy Murray step into the face-off circle in the third period. Red Wings looking to take a commanding 3-0 lead in this series. The Hawks looking to get back in it by winning tonight and trying to even things up on home ice right back here tomorrow night. Broken up there. Wilson back center ice. Here comes Yzerman. One man back. Bob Murray. Yzerman fakes the shot. Then holds up looking for some help. Sends it in front. Ashton, and a save by Sauvé. Ashton pulled down. Hawks looking to clear. Snaps, holds it in. Here's a chance. Ceiling. Save. Sauvé. Rebound. Ashton. Oh! Sauvé took it off his stick as he tried to pull it to the forehand. Veach holds it in. Veach a shot. It bounced wide off of Ashton. Bob Murray up the boards. Watson tries to clear. Veach again. A shot. Sauvé the save. And he'll hang on.
You bet he'll hold this one. Great pressure by Detroit with 6:49 to go. Up at it. And he stole it off him right here. Watch. Just got the corner, the bottom of the goal stick on it. Somehow it squirted out.
Face off to the left of Sauvé. John Burr stepping in across from Troy Murray. It comes to Veach. A shot bounced off some legs and never got through. Nyland, rink wide pass now for Olchuk. Olchuk, look out! He's in! He scores!
There was a mix-up with the Detroit defense. Veach had pinched up, and the puck bounced off of Harold Snep's right foot and went right back to Eddie Olchuk, who made a perfect shot up over Hanlon's trapper. Here's a good look at it from behind the net. Watch it, right over the trapper, top corner. Boom. It's a 3-3 game, and they're on their feet at the stadium.
Well, it comes right after the Wings had threatened to take a 2-goal lead, but it was not to be. Ceiling. Appleton. Now to Secor. Secor rolls it across. Presley was dumped. And Klima now looking ahead for Adam Oates. Has the pass. Oates into the zone with a shot. Oh. Close save. Sauvé. Look what I found.
No kidding. Have another look. This place is on fire. There's a lot of negative comments about the Hawks coming into this game and even after 2 periods, but I'm sure they've been all retracted at this point. This is what this building can do. They talk about this building being worth at least 1 goal and a couple of power plays to the Chicago team. They have stormed back from a 3-0 deficit.
4:56 to go. We are live from rowdy Chicago Stadium. And the crowd coming to their feet now.
You know what they're doing? The Red Wing fans all over the building, and the Chicago fans are pointing at them. And they're having some fun. Ooh-wee. They've gone over the glass, but that last save by Hanlon, a drive by Troy Murray, and the rebound by Olchuk, who's really come on here in the third period. He headed for the net. Bingo. Rebound right there in the backhand. Bad angle. Hanlon had no trouble with it, though. Gerard Gallant with a great scoring opportunity at the other end about a minute ago. Blocker save Sauvé.
And the Hawks have come back to tie this game. Kurt Frazier across the line leading the run. Tried to shoot it in front. It was blocked by Snaps. Now Burr has it. Sends it ahead for Kosa.
There's a penalty coming up right there to Frazier. He slapped Snaps over the top of the head with his stick. Now,
Snepps tried not to retaliate. He was down on the ice.
You know what? He couldn't help himself. He wanted to retaliate, and he wanted to walk away from it, knowing that Fraser would get a penalty. He couldn't help himself throwing an elbow back at Fraser, number 8. Now Fraser is definitely going to get a high sticking call. He conked Harold Snepps right over top of the head with the stick. And Morrell went right up with the hand immediately.
Of course, not wearing the helmet.
Watch what happens. Snepps took him out pretty well, did a good job. Here comes the stick. Bang.
Wow. Jeez, now that to me is a 5-minute major.
It should be.
That is intent to injure. No question about it.
There's no question in my mind that Chicago will get extra time.
Here's Barr. He's onside into the Chicago zone. Leaves it for Yzerman in the corner. Yzerman behind the net, rolls it in front, just out of the reach of Gallant, who's pulled down by Secord, and back come the Hawks.
No call now with 30 seconds to go.
Here comes Olchuk. He has Secord, but he took the shot. Hanlon the save. Oh my. Now here's Troy Murray. Going to Olchuk. Oh, a save there by Hanlon on the short side as Olchuk tried a chip shot.
He tried a very smart move. He didn't have anywhere to go. Detroit defenseman Veach was right there, and Olchuk just pulled it out far enough to be able to backhand it back towards the net. He got it on the net. A very alert play by Eddie Olchuk. Got a third shot coming up right here. Watch what he does. He knows he's at a bad angle, just in front. And even though it was a soft shot, it almost handcuffed Glenn Hanlon. Now just 20 seconds to go.
Denny Savard, Mick, who took a penalty with less than 2 minutes to go in regulation time. A matching penalty along with Detroit's Lee Norwood. Savard and Norwood now going down to their respective dressing rooms because they cannot return here in regulation.
And already Snepps and Fraser with coincidental double minor penalties have gone to the dressing room. A long walk down the stairs at Chicago Stadium here.
Solvay steers it aside for Bob Murray. And the final seconds tick down. And we are going to play overtime. A 3-0 Detroit lead after one period evaporated when Savard scored early in the second. Frazier early in the third, and then about midway through the third period, Eddie Olchuk. So come either.
A lot of these overtime games in the NHL are ended very, very quickly, right out of the gate. But everybody's thinking just one good shot, and this thing will be over. And unlike the season where they only play 5 minutes, this one they'll play till dawn if they have to, until somebody scores. And we're set to go with Yzerman, Gallant, and Bridgman against Murray, Olchuk, and Preston. We're underway.
Underway in overtime. Connell now for Klima across the line. Klima's shot was blocked. Here's Olt to the backhand, and Solvay got down to stop that. One goal. What a difference it'll make in this series. It's either 3-0
in the middle.
Savard breaking in. Big save by Hanlon.
Boy.
Wow.
Denny Savard with a tremendous speed. He broke up the middle and took a pass and got a good scoring chance. Look at him go between O'Connell and Snepps. They can barely get the sticks on him. Savard's alone. He shot it a little bit early. You know, I think he was thinking that they were right on his tail, and actually he could have walked in and made one of his tricky moves, because he was free of both defensemen at this point. He's all alone.
Well,
he shot it early. He got it. You know what happened there? He got it right off the end of the stick and right at Hanlon. Whew, boy.
Face off to the left of Hanlon.
I don't want to give him too many of those, boy, because he is not going to miss them.
There are the overtime records in regulation for the two clubs.
2:28 gone by.
Larmer shot and a save by Hanlon. Boy, was he alert on that one.
That was just inside the post, too. That would have been in. Those two guys especially, and Larmer with a great shot through a screen. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he just waited till the right moment. Threw it through a set of legs, and Hanlon got a goal stick on it just inside that short side goal post. That cost your team the game, so everybody trying to be extra careful handling the puck, especially in your own zone.
Comes out now to Sean Burke. Quick shot. Solvay steered that aside. Up the board, Bob Covert bumping with Bob Murray. Now Ashton dumping it back to the point. Dave Lewis a shot at the end. Score! Wings win it in overtime.
Sean Burke.
Oh my! Off the body of Burr. Dave Lewis on what looked to be a very innocent play.
Sean Burr will get the credit. It went off his chest. Holy mackerel. Look at Demers and Hanlon down behind the net.
Well,
as they get out of here immediately, the rest of them at the blue line. There goes Demers first, and then Hanlon. A deflected shot off the chest of number 11 Burr, I believe. There was about 5 or 6 guys in front of the net, and it deflected and fell right down to Sauve's right and in the net.
Well, you said if somebody were to score, Mick, you hope it would be a cleaner goal than that, but...
Well, they also said, though, either team will take any kind of goal they can get.
Jack Demers down at the bottom of the steps. Overtime not kind to the Red Wings in regular season play, but they take advantage of their first opportunity here in the playoffs.
51 of overtime.
And I believe that is the first Red Wing playoff victory in overtime, as we mentioned, since 1964 when Larry Jeffrey scored at 7:52 on April 14th of '64.
Keyshawn there pointing to Demers that went right off the Red Wing, he said, in the middle of his chest. Ashton gets an assist. I didn't hear Lewis on it, but
yeah, it was Lewis and then
Lewis and Ashton.
Burr, his third of the series, and the Red Wings have an opportunity tomorrow to end the series. Here it is right here. There's Ashton.
Probert and Ashton started out with the 2 Hawks, and really the Hawks just check Ashton. It goes back to Lewis. It's rolling. He slapped the puck, and it hits Burr right there and deflected by the blocker side of Sauve into the net. And Burr, look at him start to dance. He's up on the toes. 3 goals in 3 games for Sean Burr in a checking role. Look at him go. Boy, oh boy.
Take another look at it from another angle along the boards. Again, the work of Probert and Ashton.
It's Olczyk that bangs the puck off of Ashton right there. Lewis with the shot. And watch Burr come into your picture right about now. Here's his legs. Look where it hits him. Right in the chest. Sauve went for the far corner where it was going, and it just went right down to the right, and boom. But a foot inside the goalpost. And that's all she wrote, and the Wings are up 3-0.
Well, a picture tells 1,000 words. You don't have to say anything about the emotions that that young man feels as he tackles Mark Lamb, who was the first one off the bench to greet him. And the Red Wings lead it 3-0, and they'll be looking to wrap it up tomorrow at Chicago Stadium. For our producer, Toby Cunningham, and for Mickey Redmond, thanks for joining us here tonight. The final score in overtime, the Wings 4 and the Hawks 3. Stay tuned now for Hard to Hold in its entirety here on TV 50.